and welcome to Leeds Hacks News. I'm Leah Senior.
And I'm Elsie Deneen. Here are today's headlines.
Leeds is set to follow in the steps of London by 2020 with a congestion charge in the city centre.
More police are on the streets of Leeds for Mad Friday.
And students in Leeds join the petition to stop Donald Trump entering the UK.
High polluting vehicles are set to face a congestion charge style tax in Leeds from 2020.
It is hoped that this will lead to cleaner air. Peter Roberts went to find out what the public thought about the proposal.
From 2020, owners of large gas-guzzling vehicles will be charged a congestion tax. The new Leeds Clean Air Zone will affect buses, taxis, coaches and lorries. We spoke to the people of Leeds to find out what they thought about the plans.
I think it's a good idea because of the pollution. It's enough for the buses going through the city without all the traffic. I think it depends on where they route it as to how it's going to serve the people coming into shop.
Maybe not then, because I get a lot of taxis to work and that, so I don't think it would be that good of an idea for like students and stuff trying to get taxis out.
London has had a similar congestion tax since 2003 and has seen a 10% reduction in traffic levels as well as a small improvement in air quality.
To be honest with you, I use public transport, so it wouldn't affect me. I use the train, so to me, I think it's a good thing because I think too many cars are in the city.
As well as Leeds, clearer air zones will be introduced in Birmingham, Nottingham, Derby and Southampton in a bid to reduce pollution levels. Reporting for Leeds Hacks News, Peter Roberts.
Would you feel safe attending a gig after the Paris attacks?
Leeds Hacks went to the city's arena where security is stricter than ever, as Sam Bradley reports.
In the light of the recent Paris terror attacks, where at least 130 people were killed, security all around the world has risen. Leeds is no different, with venues such as the First Direct Arena, O2 Academy and the Student Union all being put on high alert. We spoke to Showsec Security Operations Manager, Jordan Milner.
So since the Paris terror attacks, what's happened with security around Leeds?
Generally in Leeds, all of our venues have increased their security requirements. They've come through to me as a security manager, asking for more staff on their events. They need more staff on the doors, on the external perimeters. They'll be monitoring who is coming in into the venues for ingress. Had increased briefings, so we bring the staff in earlier. We talk through counter-terrorism with them. At one of my venues, the Leeds O2 Academy, we have now put together a counter-terrorism training course.
After, Leeds Hacks went out to find out what the public thought about going to events after the Paris attacks.
I don't think I'd let it stop me. I've always gone to gigs since I was a kid. I don't think anything like that would stop me because I love going to gigs, so it's not a deterrent really.
I'm not really that fussed about it. I don't think it's changed anything. Like the threat was always there and it's still there. Like some of my mates are more like cautious about going to like big cities like London and that, but I'm not really bothered by it.
Like the security in England is far higher than it is in France because just itself being an isle itself, like on an island, so people wouldn't be able to like get in as much. You know what I mean?
This is Sam Bradley reporting for Leeds Hacks News.
The Friday before Christmas has become known in institutions as Mad Friday, as locals take to the city's bars and clubs.
Emergency services are renowned to be busier on the streets, as Sarah Hewitt reports.
It's Mad Friday and all across the country people are expected to fill pubs and bars to celebrate the festive season. However, this day has seen many problems in the past with people brawling in the streets.
Police in Leeds are expected to receive 50% more calls than normal this weekend as Christmas revellers take to the streets for Mad Friday. The last Friday before Christmas is traditionally one of the busiest of the year because of the high volume of alcohol-related incidents.
Sales of alcohol were expected to soar by more than 100% last year than any other Friday. Chief Inspector Chris Matthews, who oversees the policing of Leeds City Centre, said in a press release, "The last weekend before Christmas can be very busy for the police, but we have planned accordingly and have additional officers on over the weekend."
I'm Sarah Hewitt reporting for Leeds Hacks News.
With exactly 1 week until Christmas, people are hitting the high streets to get their last-minute Christmas buys. It's nearly Panic Saturday, and 12.6 million shoppers are anticipated to splash out 1.1 billion on last-minute gifts before Christmas. A total of $6 billion is set to be spent in the 6 days leading up to December the 25th, according to research by the Centre for Retail Research and vouchercodes.co.uk. Nearly 4 out of 10 Britons are thought to still have shopping left to do.
Kellingley has become the final coal mine to be shut down in Yorkshire. Known locally as Big K, Kellingley Collier was the largest deep pit in Europe. The last 450 miners at the pit waiting to receive their severance packages, which amount to 12 weeks' pay. The coal industry has been declining heavily since the 70s, and despite the resistance from Kellingley Collier, they had to succumb due to the cheaper coal produced abroad.
Donald Trump has raised a few eyebrows across the world recently after stating that he would ban all Muslims from America.
A petition has been distributed trying to ban him from the UK, and Amin alone went out and investigated Leeds' view of the billionaire.
US presidency candidate Donald Trump has come under fire in the UK after his shocking remarks about ISIS radicalisation in London.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on.
A petition to ban Trump from the UK has now passed over 500,000 signatures, and so MPs will have to consider debating it. Leeds Hacks asked the public whether or not he should be banned.
At the end of the day, you can't just say all Muslims are terrorists over a little section of Muslims that they say they're Muslims, but ISIS is not even Islam.
He shouldn't really be allowed to be part of a society where we pride ourselves on diversity and inclusion of different types of people. So I think it's a brilliant idea that he's banned.
Basically, I think he's trying to create as much controversy as he can. So I'm not surprised that people want him to be banned. I think he's a bit of an idiot, to be honest.
Following on from Donald Trump's comments, Scotland's First Minister Nicola Sturgeon has stripped Mr Trump of his status as a business ambassador for Scotland. We asked a politics student his views on Mr Trump.
Trump has shown himself to be quite a poorly opinionated man. But when you give out an honorary degree to someone, you essentially want him to be a role model to your future students. And Donald Trump is not showing himself to be quite the kind of person that would be a role model. I think Nicola Sturgeon is completely right. I quote her myself that so far the United Kingdom has banned 83 hate preachers, and they want to make Donald Trump the 84th one, which is completely right. The man is literally preaching hate. He said it himself that he would literally bomb all the oil fields that ISIS owns and then rebuild them himself using his own business connections. So the man is essentially a Bond villain.
A new deli has opened today on the oldest street at Kirkgate in Leeds.
The owners hope it will add to the character of the area. Perry Daly reports.
Slash Bar is opening its doors today here on Kirkgate, which is the oldest street in Leeds. Wape Intake is hoping to give something back to the Yorkshire community by providing an authentic place to dine.
The deli opened at 2 today, so we headed down this morning and spoke to the owners.
About to open today, and basically the whole ethos for us it's all about Yorkshire, but particularly this one's all about Leeds. So we're trying to create Wap and Take, the meaning behind the name, that derives from like a community of 100 people, and it's we used to use it like way back in the day. So we're trying to bring back the whole sense of community. So all of our produce is from the market. If it's not from the market, it's from somebody else local. We're trying to bake bread in-house and all that malarkey. But yeah, it's kind of, since it's the oldest street in Leeds, it's sort of gone back to its roots and tried to get that whole communal thing going on. So we've got a little family, staff-wise.
Emily has high hopes for the new establishment and hopes that it brings a wider sense of community to Kirkgate.
What's happening on this street, where a lot of the properties are getting done up because it looks a bit, but it needs a bit of TLC and it's not had it, whereas this is the first building to do so, and then the rest are starting to come up, so eventually it will be like one big building.
It is fair to say there have been more more downs than ups at Leeds United recently.
But the fans have something to cheer about, as last night Leeds won 3-2 away at Wolverhampton Wanderers, as Harriet Barry reports.
It was a great win last night for Leeds United away at Wolves, the first time they've beaten the team in 30 years. I asked the fans what they thought of the result.
Yeah, brilliant last night, yeah. Best I've seen them play in ages. I think they'll finish top 6 anyway, definitely.
I was disappointed that they missed some of the chances that they had, but they played a lot better.
And where do you think Leeds will finish this season?
I think they'll probably finish in the middle, but hopefully a little bit higher. It'd be nice if they could be sort of at the top. I think they've a lot to do if they want to get into the playoffs, but I'm optimistic for next year.
Leeds United fans remain optimistic for their home game against Preston on Sunday. This is Harriet Barry reporting for Leeds Hex News.
Temperatures in December are reaching its highest record in 70 years. It's looking like Leeds expecting a warm Christmas this year. Sean Kent reports.
Hello. The weather over the next few days is looking to stay mild with temperatures reaching 15 degrees. However, we may be seeing showers throughout Saturday afternoon and into Sunday.
The unusual weather has resulted in daffodils being seen as far north as Fife in Scotland.
Temperatures which have been baffling meteorologists have been reaching 60 degrees, the hottest December for 70 years.
Weather early next week is looking to bring sunny spells, however it may turn showery later in the week. It's looking unlikely that we'll be seeing a right Christmas this year. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Sean. Well, Christmas is coming soon. What are your plans, Elsie?
Well, I'm just going to be eating loads of Christmas dinner, Leah. What about you?
Sounds good. I think I'll do the same. That's all from us today, and everyone at Leeds Hacks. Merry Christmas and goodbye.
Goodbye.